Looking to your runners on Saturday, start off, our taxi driver broke through with a maiden win at Moonee Valley.
Yeah, it was a good win. Very few horses sit three deep facing the breeze and pull away like he did. The quality of the opposition mightn't have been so strong, but it was a pretty serious win that night. But geez, up against it with we're a Class 1 horse up against a Caulfield Guineas winner at set weights. It won't be easy to get close to them, that's for sure.
But in saying that, does that win give you confidence going into the race?
Oh no, he's always been a horse with a fair amount of ability, but they're just hard to place. Where do you run those sort of horses? So it's a stakes race, and probably didn't think it would be quite as strong as running into the Caulfield Guineas winner first up. But anyway, if we can get close to him, it'll be quite a good effort.
Have you given him an easy week with the 1 week backup?
He's been pretty good. No, I wouldn't say he's been easier or harder. Just been pretty normal with him, and he's pretty easy to do anything with. Now that he's a gelding, when he was a colt, he was a bit like you actually, a bit like you on a Saturday night. But that's another story, not for now. But now that he's a gelding, he's much better.
Steps up to the 1400.
He does indeed. That should you never know. But he looked like a real dead set sprinter, but. Even his win the other night, he probably nearly travelled 1,400 metres in the run, the way the race was run. So I think the 1,400 at Flemington is going to suit him pretty well.
Probably the horse with the most amount of interest from your stable running on Saturday is All Too Hard, Black Caviar's little brother.
Yeah, he's certainly going to have a fair bit of attention on him, which is unfortunate for him because it's not fair to the horse, But someone asked me yesterday, you treat him any different, and he doesn't get treated any different to any other horse I've got. He doesn't know what he's bred to do, and pedigrees don't stand for much. Look at me, I'm well bred, but doesn't mean to say I can run fast.
What do you think of him as a horse? What sort of ability does he have?
He's a really nice horse going somewhere, and look, if he has a bees, whatever ability, he's going to be a pretty fair horse. So if he was quarter as good as her, I'd be happy to win 5 races out of 5 with him.
And Fiumicino runs in the TAB Sports, but had a long layoff after last running in the 2009 Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, he's been off for a fair while, and it's good to get him back. It's all right to get him back, but you need to get him back in good form, and that's going to be the biggest thing. He looks magnificent. He was a high price yearling anyway, so he's a cracking sort, and he looks so well, and he's done a heap of work. But he's going to need a couple of serious match practices out there to get his fitness back. And I reckon if he started now, he couldn't win. He's got a lot of weight, but we got to start him somewhere, and he needs to get back to Sydney to the wet tracks. That's what he needs.
So what have been the issues that he's had over the last couple of years then?
He's had a couple of leg injuries. He's had 2 leg injuries that sort of run different legs that had nothing to do with each other, unfortunately. So he's great, he's well, and we wouldn't bring him back if we didn't think he was right, because he's certainly one of the best horses I've ever touched, winning a AJC Derby and a BMW, and $3.25 million. He's only $1 million behind Black Caviar, and he's only won about 3 races. So he's a high class horse that hopefully we can get back, and if he can get back and retain half his form, he's still going to be a pretty fair horse.
So what's the plan with him? Have a couple of runs here, then head to Sydney?
Well, I just want to get past Saturday. Even though he's a wet tracker, sometimes you run him on those horses on wet tracks first up. Even though they're wet trackers, it can take a lot more out of them than what you want. So he's still been off to go around here at Flemington with a big weight on his back, and finish his race off. And as long as he's hitting the line half okay, that'll be good enough for me.
And best of your 3 runners then, Wayne, for Saturday?
Probably the 2-year-old. Taxi Driver's a really nice horse, but he's in a tough race.